Hello everyone, it's me again, and I'm here with today's video, which will be, what if Roadbuster returned in the Bay-verse? I actually think it's possible they could have brought Roadbuster back in the films. Because after Dark of the Moon, we never really saw what happened to him after Dark of the Moon. He wasn't even in Age of Extinction, nor was he in The Last Night, and there has been speculation over the years that he may have been hunted down, killed by Cemetery Wind, because some of the drones actually share Roadbuster's design, believe it or not. And if they had made a sixth movie, it's possible he could have returned. But then we have to think to ourselves, what if Roadbuster had returned during the events of Age of Extinction and The Last Night? I actually think this could have been a possibility. It actually could have been possible. So, Roadbuster would have had to be there with Hound, Crosshairs, Drift, and Bumblebee when the Autobots as a whole reunite. Now, let's talk about the Cemetery Wind footage. Let's talk about that. So, during the footage, which would still show the footage of Ratchet and Lightfoot being hunted down and killed, it would extend to not just those two, but also Sideswipe, Top Spin, Sea Spray, Pyro, Roar, Odor Storm, and Impactor. The latter four were meant to be a reference to Transformers Prime, in which he was a part of the 5 wreckers that died before the events of Transformers Prime, and he would decide to avenge his fallen wrecker comrades. And so rest of the movie would go pretty much the same, except he would be helping Optimus face Lockdown. And I think the final battle could have ended a lot faster because since he has a chainsaw and has multiple missiles he can launch, as well as like a minigun on his one of his arms, I think the final battle likely would have ended a lot sooner. And then move on to The Last Night. I think Roadbuster would have the heads of all of his fallen wrecker comrades as a memorial. And from what I could see replacing Top Spin in the Cuba scene, it would probably be Mirage or Dino, whatever you want to call him. Still, I don't get why his name is inconsistent. But when Megatron gets some new Decepticons, one he would recruit would be Dreadwing. Because according to Dreadwing's page on the Villains Wiki, it's speculated that Dreadwing may have killed Roadbuster. And so, let's do it for some context. And apparently, during the Ghost Town fight when he's fighting Roadbuster, he would pretty much beat Roadbuster but not kill him. And basically, he would likely have saved Onslaught from death, but Mohawk would still die. And Dreadbot would have been beaten as well. He would have survived, though. And then during the final battle, Roadbuster and Dreadwing have a rematch. Nitro Zeus and Dreadbot would both be killed, but Barricade, Dreadwing, and Onslaught would survive. Even Megatron, even though Megatron's fate at the end of Last Night was pretty ambiguous. I just don't get it at all whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense. but the ending would have been pretty much the same. Especially with Roadbuster deciding to come up with the other Autobots to return to Cybertron. And that's where the movie would end. So that's what Roadbuster's return in the Bayverse. Do I think Roadbuster should have returned? Yes, he really should have. But anyways, I hope you all can agree with my opinion that Roadbuster should have returned or enjoy this video. But anyways, I will see you all later.